Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Easy Way to Learn. I am Shalja Tripathi and in today's math series we will be dealing with questions based on VAT. So let's get started, remain focused and follow the lecture. First question is, a shopkeeper buys an article from wholesaler at a discount of 30%. The printed price of the article being 2000 and paid sales tax at a rate of 8%. The shopkeeper sells the article to buyer at the printed price, that is 2000, and charges tax at the same rate, that is 8%. Find VAT paid by the shopkeeper. Okay, to start such kind of question, let's break it into different steps. See, wholesaler is selling it to shopkeeper and shopkeeper is selling it to buyer. See, wholesaler is selling the article at mark price, that is 2000, plus he is giving a discount of 30% on this marked price. So selling price of the wholesaler will be 2000 1 minus 30 by 100. See, this is one step way of solving it. Otherwise, you can find discount in rupee, then subtract it from 2000. That will be a two-step process, but this is just to speed up our process for solving the question. 2000 into 70 upon 100. So you get rupee 1400. So selling price of the wholesaler will become cost price of shopkeeper. So see, cost price, that is he is paying the wholesaler rupees 1400, plus he has to also pay the tax. So tax is 8% of 1400. 8 upon 100 into 1400. You get rupee 112. That is shopkeeper will pay rupee. So this is the tax, that is he is paying, tax paid. So total amount that he is paying to the wholesaler will be cost price plus this tax. Okay. Now he is selling it to the buyer for rupees 2000. See, here it is said the shopkeeper sells the article to a buyer at the printed price, that is 2000. So his selling price is rupee 2000. Again he will have to charge the tax from the buyer. So here you can write tax charged from the buyer. So again tax charged is 8%. 8% of 2000. You solve this, you will get rupee 160. So this is the tax paid by the shopkeeper and this is the tax charged by the shopkeeper. So difference of the two will give you VAT. So VAT is equal to tax charged minus tax paid by the shopkeeper. We are finding VAT paid by the shopkeeper. So this will be 160 minus 112. So our answer will be rupee 48. Let's see this question. See, a shopkeeper sells an article at marked price of rupees 7,500 and charges sales tax at a rate of 12% from the customer. If the shopkeeper pays a VAT of rupee 180, calculate the price paid by the shopkeeper. Okay, so here we know that mark price is this and he's selling at this price. So selling price of shopkeeper, selling price is also the mark price, that is rupee 7,500. If he is selling at this rate or at this price, then the tax he will charge from the customer will be 12% of 7,500. So 12%, 12 upon 100 into 7,500. You calculate this value, it will come out to be rupee 900. That is, this is the tax he is charging from the customer. Now it is given that 180 rupees is the VAT. So we'll use the formula VAT is equal to tax charged minus tax paid. So here we have 180 and tax charge is 900 minus tax paid. So tax paid will be 900 minus 180. So we get the value 900 minus 180 will be tax paid. This comes out to be rupee 720. That is, this much tax he has paid while purchasing the article. So tax is always paid on the purchase that he has made. So let the cost price of the article be X. So we'll assume let the cost price of the article be rupee X. So he must have paid this much 720 rupees on this value. So we'll write 12% of X is equal to 720. Now we'll find the cost price of the article. So this is 12 upon 100 into X is equal to 720. 720 into 100 upon 12. This will come out to be 6,000. Now it is asked calculate the price paid by the shopkeeper. So he is paying 6,000 as the cost price plus the tax, that is 720. So price inclusive of tax will be price inclusive of tax. Tax will be, that is the cost price of the article, that is 6,000 plus he will pay 720 rupees. So answer will be 6,720. This much rupee he must have paid for the article. Let's see this question. See, a shopkeeper sells an article at its list price. List price means the mark price, which is rupee 3,000 and charges sales tax at a rate of 12%. If the VAT paid by the shopkeeper is rupee 72, at what price did the shopkeeper buy the article inclusive of sales tax? This question is similar to the previous question. So it's easy to solve. See, shopkeeper sells an article at its list price. Again, selling price of shopkeeper is rupee 3000 and he has to pay the tax. So tax paid by, or not tax paid, he will charge the tax from the customer. So tax charged will be 12% of 3000. So solve this, 12 upon 100 into 3000. This will come out to be rupee 360. So he is charging tax of rupee 360 from the customer. Now VAT that he is paying is rupee 72. So we apply the formula, VAT is equal to tax charged minus tax paid. So from here we'll find the tax paid by the shopkeeper. So 72 is equal to 360 minus tax paid. So tax paid will be 360 minus 72. This comes out to be rupee 288. Now he is paying this tax on the cost price of the article. So we'll assume let the cost price be X. Let the cost price of the article be rupee X. So 12% of X will be equal to 288. Now we'll find the value of X. This will come out to be 288 into 100 upon 12. On solving, you will get 2400. So this is the cost price of the article. Now we have to find the price of the article inclusive of tax. So cost price inclusive of tax will be 2400 plus the tax he paid is 288. So you get 2688. That is he paid rupees 2688 for the article. Now let's see this question. See, it says a manufacturer marks an article for rupee 10,000. He sells it to the wholesaler at 40% discount. The wholesaler sells the article to the retailer at 20% discount, and the retailer sells the article to the customer at 10% discount. And the rate of sales tax is 12% at each stage. Find the amount of VAT paid by the wholesaler and the retailer. Again, we'll break down this question into different steps. See, manufacturer is selling it to wholesaler. Wholesaler is selling it to the retailer, and retailer is selling it to customer. See, mark price is rupee 10,000. That is, this is the price at which manufacturer wants to sell. At the same time, he is giving a discount of 40%. So discount given by D% is 40%. So his selling price will be 10,000 1 minus 40 upon 100. That is, article will cost rupee 6,000 into 60 upon 100. So this comes out to be 6,000. At the same time, he'll charge tax from the wholesaler on this price. So tax charged will be 12% of 6,000, 12 upon 100 into 6,000. That is, he is charging rupee 720 from the wholesaler, or we can say tax paid by the wholesaler is rupee 720. Now wholesaler is selling at 20% discount on the mark price, so we'll find the selling price. So here selling price is, he is giving discount of 20% to the retailer. So his selling price will be 1 minus 20 upon 100 into 80 upon 100. You solve this, you get rupee 8,000. So if he is selling for rupee 8,000 after the discount on the mark price, then he will also charge tax from the retailer. So tax charged. So we'll find tax charged on this 8,000. This is 12% of 8,000. This comes out to be 960. So difference of tax charged and tax paid will give you VAT, and this will come out to be the first part of the answer, that is VAT paid by the wholesaler. So this is tax paid and this is tax charged. So we'll find VAT paid by the wholesaler. This will be 960 minus 720. This will come out to be rupee 240. So VAT paid by the wholesaler is rupee 240. Now we have to also find the VAT paid by the retailer. Okay, the selling price of the wholesaler is the cost price of the retailer, and this tax that he has charged, that means 960 is the tax paid by the retailer. So here again we will write tax paid by the retailer will be rupee 960. So he has already paid 960 rupee. Now we'll find the selling price. Retailer is selling the article at 10% discount on the mark price. So now let's see, selling price of the retailer will be after the discount 1 minus 10 by 100. 10,000 into 90 by 100. So selling price comes out to be rupee 9,000. Now he is selling it to the customer. So he'll charge the tax from the customer on this 9,000. So we'll find tax charged. Tax charged. That is 12% of 9,000. 12% of 9,000. You solve this value, it will be rupee 1080. Now again the difference of tax charge and tax paid will give you VAT paid by the retailer. So here we have tax paid and tax charged by the retailer. So VAT paid by the retailer will be 1080, that is tax charged from the customer minus tax that he has already paid during the purchase. So difference will come out to be 120 rupee. So this is the answer. Answer for the second part. And this is the answer for the first part. A wholesaler buys a TV from manufacturer for rupees 25,000. He marks the price of the TV 20% above the cost price and sells it to the retailer at 10% discount on the mark price. If the rate of VAT is 8%, we have to find the mark price. Then retailer's cost price inclusive of tax and VAT paid by the wholesaler. Now there are chain of events that are taking place. We'll first write down those things. See here, manufacturer is selling to wholesaler. Wholesaler is selling to retailer. So this is the chain that is in buying and selling. See, wholesaler buys from the manufacturer for rupees 25,000. That is selling price of the manufacturer is 25,000. He is selling the article TV for rupees 25,000. So he'll charge the tax on this 25,000 from the wholesaler. So here we'll write tax charged will be 8% of 25,000. So 8 upon 100 into 25,000. So what we get? 2,000. So rupee 2,000 is the tax charged by the manufacturer. So tax charged will be same as tax paid by the wholesaler. So here we'll write tax paid by the wholesaler will be rupee 2,000 on the purchase of the TV. Okay, because we have to find VAT paid by the wholesaler. So this point should be noted under this wholesaler. Okay, now wholesaler is selling it to the retailer at 20%. Sorry, he is marking the TV at 20% above the cost price of TV will be 25,000 and it is 20% above the cost price, that is 1 plus 20 upon 100. 25,000 multiplied by 120 upon 100. Now we'll solve this. This will come out to be 30,000. So the mark price is 30,000 and this is first part. that we have solved. Find the mark price of the article. Okay. And he sells it to retailer at a discount, 10% discount on the mark price. So now he is selling it to the retailer will be 10% discount. That is, he is giving 10% discount on this 30,000. 1 minus 10 upon 100. So this will be, on solving you will get 27,000. So let me solve it. See, 30,000 into 90 upon 100. So this comes out to be 27,000. So again, if he is selling for 27,000, again the tax will be charged from the retailer. So we'll write down tax charged by wholesaler will be 8% of 27,000. 8% of 27,000. 8 upon 100 into 27000. See, third part of the question is VAT paid by the wholesaler. So tax paid we already know, and tax charged by the wholesaler is already we have found out. So VAT will be difference of these two. So VAT is equal to tax charged by the wholesaler minus tax paid by the wholesaler. So rupee 160 is the VAT paid by the wholesaler. This is the third part. We have to also find retailer's cost price. Okay, so retailer is purchasing at this cost and he is also paying the tax of 2160. So the second part will be solved. His cost price will be, cost price of retailer will be 27,000 plus the tax which he is paying. He is paying 2160. So this comes out to be 29,160. This is the second part. Answer for the second part. This is answer for the third part. And this is answer for the first part. So we have found out mark price, retailer's cost price, inclusive of tax, and VAT paid by the wholesaler, that is 2,160. See, a dealer buys an article at a discount of 30% from the wholesaler, the mark price being 6,000. The dealer sells it to the shopkeeper at a discount of 10% on the mark price. If the rate of VAT is 6%, fine. The price paid by the shopkeeper including tax and the VAT paid by the dealer. Again, we see so dealer buys it from the wholesaler. So we'll write the chain, that is the part of buying and selling. So wholesaler is selling it to the dealer and dealer is selling it to the shopkeeper. Okay. See, dealer buys at a discount of 30% from the wholesaler marked at rupee 6,000. So mark price of the article is rupee 6,000 and the wholesaler is giving discount of D percent is 30%. That is, he is selling the article for rupee. We can calculate in this manner. So we get 6,000 multiplied by 70 upon 100. So he is selling at 4,200 and he'll also charge tax from the dealer. So tax charged will be 6% of 4,200. So we'll calculate this value 6 upon 100 into 4,200. So this will come out to be 252 rupees. So tax charged by the dealer is the tax paid by the dealer. So we'll write down here tax paid is equal to rupees 252. Now the dealer is selling to the shopkeeper at 10% discount on the mark price. So his selling price will be, see, 6,000 is the mark price and he's giving a discount of 10%. So we'll get 6,000 into 90 upon 100. So he is selling the article for 5,400 rupee. And again he'll charge tax from the shopkeeper on this selling price. So tax charged will be 6% of 5,400. So we'll calculate this 6 upon 100 into 5400. So we get the value rupee 324 and we have to find VAT paid by the dealer. So here we have tax charged and tax paid by the dealer. So VAT will be difference of these two. So here we can write VAT is equal to 324 minus 252. This comes out to be rupee 72. So this is second part that we have solved. Okay, now we have to find the price paid by the shopkeeper including the tax. See, the selling price of the dealer will be cost price of the shopkeeper. So cost price of the shopkeeper will be 5,400 and tax charged by the dealer is tax paid by the shopkeeper. So tax he has already paid is 324. So this will come out to be 5724. So cost price of the shopkeeper including the tax is 5,724. This is first part. Answer for the first part. And this is answer for the second part. Hope you understood these solutions well. Please like, share and subscribe. Keep practicing and best of luck for your board exams. Thank you so much.